Bring me eggs.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 48th edition of Switzerland, which will be Tower Control. I am Mouse, and I am joined by my lovely co-host, Brickface. Say hi.
Hello.
I don't know much about these players. We're starting off on Wahoo World. So that's definitely an interesting choice, because we don't see that. I'm hearing some feedback. Excuse me. Yeah. What have you been up to recently, Brickface?
Not much. Put the door back on my hinges a whole 5 minutes ago because today was the perfect time to reapply the glue for the sound foam on the door. Spoiler alert, it wasn't the perfect time. That's about it.
Oh, you have soundproof foam in your room?
Yeah, just on the door. Doesn't do a whole lot, honestly. But, it's better than nothing.
That's... Yeah. What do you think, weapon-wise, they're going to pull out? I'm just going to look at their profiles quickly. But again, weapon choice could vary drastically as this is a 1v1 tournament and not a 4v4.
Yeah, I would think weapon selection is a lot smaller in 1v1s due to some team-based weapons just not being as viable.
Yeah, it says Mirai is a charger player, which could be could be a Squiffer in the books. Oh, and we won't get to know Voxel's weapon as we'll load in immediately.
Brella is an interesting pick.
My stream was lagging. I didn't get to see. Ooh, heavy Splatling. That makes a lot of sense. It's a backline that most would be familiar with, but it still provides some good offensive range.
Yeah, they're just gonna have to make sure to manage their charge time well, since, especially in a 1v1, that charge time is going to really define the winner of each fight.
Well, we're looking in the opening. It looks like Noelle has taken a solid basis, but is immediately going for the heavy with an injure, getting that first blood and starting that push on the tower.
Druid trying desperately to take back the tower, but Noelle's push cannot be stopped.
Again, a singular kill can snowball so far. It's just a tradition.
That's just how 1v1s are.
Ooh.
Double knockout.
That's most...
The double knockout working in Druid's favor to get the tower closer to the other side.
Who's Druid? Oh. Oh, right. Aliases. I was just a bit confused. Heavy's gonna have to kill that Brella like twice if it wants to, move on. But with a falling off from the stage, it's not gonna happen anytime soon. Yeah, seeing that sequential wipeout, not gonna help things. Just clearly watching the Heavy's trying to poke in that turn, but it just seems like the Brella's going to go for an offensive attack. It looks, the Heavy's not in the best position to retaliate. As they've reached the last checkpoint, the Heavy goes down. It looks like it's going to be a knockout. They just have to break to the last checkpoint and have to ride that tower to the checkpoint. Point to no, hold on, what? Which? That's Aliases. Oh, what am I? Excuse me. Test. Brickface, are you there?
Yep. Hello. I'm here.
You. How will Voxel answer to Noelle's adaptiveness?
Noelle seems willing to use a greater weapon selection when it comes to 1v1s. Some weapons outside of their mains.
But you've got a Brella with Jet. That's a solid offense-defense paint combo, which you'd think that Voxel had, but it's just the crucial picks and game-making plays that Noelle demonstrated in that last game.
Yeah, and with the Brella shield being able to block damage, it can really protect against the Splatling's burst damage.
I mean, it got shredded a few times, so it's not.
Ooh, switching it up with the reflux.
Oh, I'm
And
still
Druid
just
going with
loading
the
in.
Hydra.
Ooh. Seems that Noel's trying to go for a faster paint weapon, but Conjure Voxels chose to slow down, which might be a very poor decision.
I wonder if Noel is trying to win, get an advantage through turf control.
Ooh. I mean, they don't just need turf control, they're finding picks like that.
And Noel with the second Booyah Bomb of the game.
You think, I thought that would kill, but the reflux just played Ring Around the Rosies so effectively.
Druid trying desperately to stop Noel's push, but the tower just keeps advancing. And Noel with the third Booyah Bomb of the game.
I'm lagging like shit. I don't know what's going on. Why my stream is behind? Okay. I've had to switch on my data, but it's fine. I got a little good amount. Oof. Controversial pick coming up, or it's Mincemeat Metalworks.
I wonder if both players are going to switch up their weapon picks for the third time, or if we're going to see a repeat weapon.
Absolutely. I'm gonna bet that Voxel just saw the pace difference from the first two games and wants to close it instead of opening it further.
Noel with Splatana Wiper and Druid with Paintbrush, mixing it up from a Splatling to a brush. Now this is going to be interesting. Druid with a strong first push to the tower, using that brush's movement speed to get up close. Noel playing defensively, trying to use the Splatana Wiper's range, but it doesn't work. Druid takes the first kill.
How? For the last two games, it's been Noel taking the initiative. I guess not anymore.
Noel quickly put an end to that push.
Oh, with 1 point left, you almost have to feel sorry for Voxel.
Yeah, they've been getting put through the ringer by Noel.
Considering the skill that we have on display, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, lots of good players in this one.
Yeah, there's lots of good players in this whole thing. I'm sorry, my freak. Oh my. God, I'm just trying to put poor Voxel out of their misery, but they'd say one more. Just one more.
Druid still has the potential to turn this game around if they just get a lucky streak of a couple kills.
They're gonna need more than a couple, my friends.
Well, I mean, in 1v1s, kills can quickly snowball. You can win a game with just a few lucky kills.
As we saw with the first one, even a single kill could decisively move up the match.
Ooh. Druid was trying to dodge that stamp, but just couldn't. And that's the third point to Noel.
I'm still seeing them. The game just ended. Okay. I think I'm having connection problems because even on data, my stream is lagging, so I can't comment.
Yeah, you sound like you're really far behind.
Taki! Taki? Yeah, no, sorry. We've got a problem. I think I'm gonna have to tap out for tonight. Oh, sorry. Apologies for this, guys. I don't know what happened.
I think with that, we'll be moving to a break.
Sorry.
And welcome back to Switzerland number 46. We are here for set 2 of Swiss, seeing Maggie versus Paralysis. I am Orange. Brickface, how are we doing today?
We are doing good. You know, first day commentating. We're just rolling with the punches here.
Love to hear. How was your first set?
A learning experience for sure, I'll say that much.
Yeah, that's fair. I've only been doing this for, 2 months now, maybe 7 weeks, and I absolutely remember my first time. It went well, but I was definitely not comfortable on mic, so don't feel that bad.
Yeah, I'm feeling the same way. Not exactly going bad, but you know, could go a lot better.
You'll get used to it.
Yeah, I feel like just with a couple weeks, repetitive motions, you know, live and learn.
Yeah. Yep. And we are going to get into our first game on Crab Leg Capital with Maggie on the Rapid Blaster Pro Deco versus the Sloshing Machine. I honestly don't know how this matchup is going to fare. Do you have any thoughts on it, Brickface?
I don't know. I think it could go either way. I haven't seen a lot of Sloshing Machine being played, though. I'm interested to see how it'll work in a 1v1.
Yeah, neither have I, but I've absolutely seen a bunch of blasters played, and that was a really crazy trade to start off the game.
Trade first thing off is crazy.
It does, but I mean, it kind of feels like it just wastes 30 seconds. So I would probably wish that they didn't, but you can't get everything you want.
Well, you see, it also leads to a shorter game, shorter time of having to hold the tower if it so gets to that point.
Yeah, fair enough. And we do see Maggie getting to the first checkpoint and actually passing it off of a kill that they got. So that is going to be really nice for them, because the more checkpoints that you go past, the easier it is to just push the tower on subsequent pushes. And Maggie is actually already at checkpoint 2. So Paralysis is going to have to do something here if they want to not get 100 to 0'd.
Yeah, it really looks like Paralysis is getting cornered in some places.
Yeah, it does. They were actually almost good against Maggie, because Maggie had to back up a lot, and the tower is in a mid again. So that is really good for Paralysis if they can just get in. But unfortunately, Maggie does get the kill and is going to be able to just move the tower, because they not only do they have that checkpoint, but because of excellent map design, the tower goes backwards. Who would have thought of that?
If Maggie can hold their lead for 2.5 minutes, I mean, that's game right there. They can just hold the tower, not even have to push.
Yeah, absolutely. But Maggie is outranging, is going to be able to get Paralysis no matter where they are. So I don't see this. Commentator's curse. Okay, fair enough. But that is going to be really good for Paralysis. Sorry?
Might cut out at the wrong time.
Yeah, that is real. That kill is definitely nice for Paralysis. Not going to get knocked out just yet, and they do have a Booyah Bomb ready to go, which they're going to use, and unfortunately not getting the... Never mind, they do get the kill and are going to start their first push, getting to the first checkpoint.
He's got to be on the defense now. They can't let that lead be overtaken.
No, they cannot. But Paralysis
another
just...
kill.
Yeah, they have a chance of getting a lead here, especially since they do have a Booyah Bomb at the ready, which they might pop here. Okay, there they go, and hopefully we'll get something with that.
The area denial for that Booyah Bomb was really impactful.
It absolutely was, but unfortunately, they do get killed, and this tower is probably going to make it all the way to mid. One thing I have noticed is that when you're fighting after the second checkpoint, or I guess after the last checkpoint, Paralysis's shots go through the grates, which is not great for them if they're going to try and push and take a 1v1 on grates.
Yeah, I've noticed that the sloshing machine doesn't seem like the most effective pick against Blaster because of the range disadvantage.
No, it does not. And unfortunately, even though Paralysis does have did get the kill in the last couple seconds of the game, they were not able to get on tower, and that is going to be game 1 for Maggie.
Paralysis not far behind. I think Paralysis had 5 points behind Maggie.
4 points, but yeah, it was really close. Although the thing is, Maggie did have 2, maybe 3 pushes when Paralysis only had that 1, which is not the best for them. So we're gonna have to see if Paralysis is going to be able to do something to probably just kill Maggie more.
Mm-hmm. Those few kills that Paralysis got on their push really snowballed into a giant push.
Yeah, absolutely. And honestly, yeah, it would probably be better if Paralysis changed off a sloshing machine. Please don't pick 52 Gal. But
pick 52 Gal.
No. But if they do, Marlin Airport definitely fits sloshing machine a lot better than Crab Lake Capital. So this might be a little nicer for Paralysis. But they do switch to the Tri-Stringer.
Maggie's still with the Blaster.
Yeah. And the thing going on here is that, as we see, both of them have Kill a Whale, so they're going to be able to pop them off the tower, or pop each other off the tower really nicely. Although Maggie doesn't even need it, as they get the kill with their main Kill a Whale to boot. And the one good thing that Paralysis has here is they do outrange. So hopefully Paralysis will be able to do something to make this push very short-lived.
Yeah, the Killer Whale is a great tower denial tool. Really gets the enemies off there quite effectively.
It does, just like we saw there. Paralysis not only getting Maggie off the tower, but killing them. And the thing about Kill a Whale is that you're essentially turning a 1v1 into a 2v1 because you have 2 weapons attacking them at once, and that actually pairs really nicely with the bow, as it is not the easiest to dodge a bow or kill a whale. So if you combine them, that is really good for paralysis.
Yeah, with the combination killer whale beams, lingering explosive projectiles, and the primary fire of the tri-stringer, that's a lot going on at one time.
Yeah, it is, but Maggie is just pushing through it, getting past checkpoint 2, already past their score on game 1. And Paralysis is going to have to do something right now. They're on the tower, but unfortunately, Maggie does get the direct, and that is going to be game 2 going to Maggie.
The one-shot potential from the blaster at the end of the game really seemed to seal the deal.
Yeah, definitely. And ooh, this is, I want to say this is going to be a really nice match for Paralysis, because Found Heights is kind of fun. Oh wait, no, I don't know why I thought it was a really good defender map. No, it's a really good attacking map. So this is probably going to boil down to who can get the first kill. But with the weapons we've seen with Paralysis, a bow and a sloshing machine, that really plays well to Flounder Heights' height. No pun intended. And hopefully that'll work out for them so they can go 2-1 in the set.
Yeah, even a single victory can send you leagues up in the leaderboard.
Yeah, I've definitely been. Probably not in or out of bracket by just one game, but every game definitely does count if you're trying to get in the top 4. Even though I do have confidence that both of them can get top 4 or at least top 8.
Oh yeah, they're both really formidable players.
Yeah, absolutely. And we see a tri-slosher pick versus a 52 gal. Okay, so we have ableism on one side and a 52 gal on the other side. You guys, I thought I was going to have a fun matchup. Come on.
It seems my evil tactics have finally worked, and I'm seeing 52 gal.
Yes, kill the 52 gal. I know this. I said this was good for Paralysis, but kill the 52 gal. Place your ableism.
And Flat Bomb missed the ink rail.
Yeah, but we do see why sloshers are really good on Flounder Heights, just because they kind of don't do drop damage. I don't remember the official term, but I'll remember it once. And ooh, that is going to be a kill from Paralysis, so hopefully they'll be able to do something here, especially since Maggie did just essentially waste their special.
And Paralysis just face tanking the splatter color screen.
Yeah, definitely. If Paralysis, I was gonna say Paralysis can get a kill, but never mind. We have Maggie getting the kill and already being done with checkpoint 1, close to checkpoint 2. They are definitely probably gonna push further here.
Maggie with a defined lead.
And that league is going to continue as they do get the kill and checkpoint too. They are really close, so if Maggie can just get one more kill here, that's definitely going to be game.
And there we go.
That is a very, very well done 3-0 for Maggie against Paralysis. Yeah. Very, very well done by both of them, though. Paralysis did hold their own on especially that first game, being only 4 off. Ooh, I have had games that were way closer than that, so yeah, really nice for them.
Yeah, to be expected of a former Switzerland champion.
Mm-hmm. Actually, both. Who's the Switzerland champion?
Maggie.
Yeah.
I think they won number 16.
16. Ooh, they have been playing a lot. Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Paralysis did get really far last week, 5th out of 26. So they'll probably get it eventually, honestly.
Yeah, that is really close. 5th isn't bad. You don't have much more to go after that to get up to 1st.
Yeah, especially since there were 26 players. Like that can be very enduring, doing 5 Swiss rounds and then a 8-person double elim.
Yeah, last week was ginormous.
Oh, tell me about it. But anyways, as we do wait for games to finish up, we are going to go on a honestly probably very quick break, and we will see you guys later. Okay, I can start. Hello, everybody. We are going into set 3 of Switzerland. I do not know how to say that name. Dakledge, I think, and Hito. So it's honestly going to be kind of fun to see this one because this is Dakledge's second tournament. Their first one being the Switzerland from last week, and this is actually Hito's first tournament. So got some newcomers to the competitive scene. That is really fun.
Oh yeah, I'm excited to see what happens.
Yeah, and as we immediately go in, we see Dakledge on the Glamour Splatter Shot and Hito on the Custom Nautilus. Okay. Who do you think has the advantage here just based off of weapon choices, Brickface?
Well, they both have pretty good kill times. The Nautilus does have the range advantage, and the charge disadvantage is somewhat mitigated by the ability to hold a charge. So I think as long as both teams play their range to their favor, I think they're pretty evenly matched.
Yeah, although I have definitely played against some Nautiluses, gotta lie, one of the two, where they have just been insane, but it does look like Hito is being put on the back foot, being killed twice, and Dakledge getting in Kraken, hopefully trying to get the kill, even though they might just instead be letting the tower go to mid. In which Hito does get a kill and is going to start a push of their own with Splashdown in hand.
Hero abandoning the tower to get the kill. Back to the tower, continues the push. Spectacular play.
Yeah, we absolutely love Splashdown, and that is going to cause Hito to get the lead, which is really nice for them. And on 1 health, Dakledge does get the kill, and they're going to be able to start their push of their own as Hito tries to get back into mid as fast as possible, but not too fast that they're basically feeding in a 1v1.
Both players completely abandoning the tower to fight the 1v1, and they trade.
Yeah, so that's going to cause the tower to be stuck in mid. However, Dakledge does have the paint advantage right now, being a little further into Hito's base. So, although I don't think that matters right now, even though Dakledge is very nicely using the tower as cover, and as soon as they pop out, Hito gets the kill and is going to try and push the lead that they already have.
Yeah, that trade a while back really benefited Hero, just stalling out the timer.
Yeah, absolutely. And ooh, that was a really nice splashdown as they do kill Dakledge and are going to get there. However, they are going to have to worry about Dakledge's height advantage, which they are doing really nicely, not even letting Dakledge get set up, and they pushed it to 8 before they got killed, and this is going to have to be a push that Hito is going to, Dakledge is going to have to worry about.
Dakledge abandoning the tower to cover the enemy base while it returns to mid on its own. That's a game-winning strategy right there.
Yeah, a kill is definitely going to be nice for Dakledge here, as they
Another one.
got the they got the tower to 50 and almost, and now they're gonna get it to the second checkpoint. And they do have invincibility in that Kraken, so... But unfortunately, Hito does get the kill, so Dakledge won't be able to use it. And I think Hito might have it in the bag from here unless Dakledge can do something quickly.
Yeah. Dakledge... It seems Dakledge's only hope is to get a good push in overtime as the timer is ticking down.
Yeah, but they did make Hito waste their splashdown, so that is really nice for them. But they do have to worry about the fury of the onslaught that Hito is dishing out.
Dakledge trying to use the Kraken's invincibility to just stall the tower, and it almost worked.
Yeah, unfortunately, they do not get on the tower in time, and that is going to allow Hito to get the first game of the set. However, that was really close. I could absolutely see the next two games going either way.
Yeah, the tide of battle was flip-flopping all over the place in that one.
Yeah, so we are going to Manta Maria. I don't know how I feel about this, honestly. I'm just very indifferent to this map mode. What about you?
I feel similar. However, I have a theory that the multitude of walls around the stage could combo really well with the Nautilus's charge storage to potentially get a few cheeky kills. Both players
Maybe.
with the same weapons.
Yeah, and as we do get in, both of them opt to start on the bunker, which is going to be very interesting. The thing with Manta Maria is mid is very big, so both of them are going to be able to get specials quickly. Although I didn't really realize that Kraken really doesn't do much if you're fighting on the grades, which a Nautilus really likes to do.
Yeah, the grades are going to be a big coverless spot.
Yeah, but it doesn't even matter because Hito got 2 kills, already pushed it to the second checkpoint, and now Dakledge is going to have to do something because I sense a very sneaky splashdown coming here soon. Never mind, Hito does get the kill, is off to checkpoint 3, and yeah, Dakledge is going to have to do something quickly if they want to prevent Hito from knocking out. We do see, unfortunately, they are not able to do that, and that is a very quick 100-0 for Hito.
Wow, that was a quick match. Hero did not let Daquil take anything.
Yeah, it was definitely good. Very nice for Hito. And what are they going to next? I do not have Stendo open right now. Why? Barnacle and Dime. Ooh. This might be one of the same. I mean, I know Barnacle and Dime is very, like,
Flat?
very good for attackers in zones, but I'm actually not too sure if it's the same in tower. Do you know?
No, I haven't played Tower on Barnacle and Dime. Ever? I can't remember.
Yeah, so we'll have to see, because yeah, we'll just have to see. Do you sense a weapon switch from either of them?
I think Hero is going to keep their advantage with the Nautilus 79, and I'm not sure about Daquil, but they might have to switch up their weapon if they want to get a win.
Yeah, definitely. Although we do see Decklage going to is that the V splash? It is. So that is going to be really nice for them, because they can either, now they can outrange Hiro if they do get their special. So that's going to be really nice for them.
Using the crab tank on the tower might be a really good defensive maneuver to just hold that tower and push back the opponents, as Daklage immediately pulls it off.
Yeah, but Hiro does survive it and is pushing Decklage a little back. So, but unfortunately, since Decklage did just use their crab tank, and got a kill, pushing down Decklage's special gauge even more. They are going to have to do something quick, as Hiro just got the lead, and I assume they are going to push it even further.
But using the pillar to their advantage, dodging the splashdown. Both parties locked in a heated battle, but Hiro takes the win and continues pushing.
Yeah, they might get past checkpoint 2 here if Decklage can't do something. Although they are opting to hide behind the wall, which it does work out. I was going to say paint on the right and get crab, but it doesn't even matter, as they are going to start a push on their own, hopefully get through the second checkpoint, which luckily they didn't let Hiro do, as they do pop a crab. They have Hiro on 1, and they do get the kill, so they're going to get lead here. I don't know if those are celebration jumps or not, but it's definitely nice for them, as they do get to the third checkpoint with lead, and maybe will win the game here.
Decklage popping another crab on the tower and getting the wipeout.
Yeah, that is
A surprising turn of events. Decklage getting a win in the last game of the set.
Yeah, they luckily did not get 3-0'd by Hiro. So that is going to be nice for them.
Hiro with an excellent performance, even in their first ever competitive game, still takes home 2 out of the 3 wins.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's Hiro's first tournament, Decklage is second. So that was really nice for them, even with their lack of experience. Although, who would be surprised that Hiro took the win in Switzerland. I mean, they are Swiss after all.
Yeah.
Yeah, but as we wait for games to end before we start our final game, or our final set of Swiss, we are going to go to a break. So we will see everyone when we get there. And we are back for round 4, the final Swiss round of the tournament. We are going to be seeing Lucky versus Dakledge. And both of them are actually, I believe both of them are 1 and 2 right now. So it'll be very nice to see one of them try and get into beta bracket because they're both right there. They just have to win.
Yeah, we got two good players. Only one of them will move on.
Yeah, I actually don't even. Oh, right. They would be, wait. I think I'm losing my mind a little.
Aren't we all?
Do you remember what they played round 1? Or whenever we casted them? Looks like they were the Glamour's Splattershot player.
Yeah, Glamour's Splattershot, and then was it V-Flash?
Oh yeah, right. And then let's see if Lucky has anything. Ooh, they've been playing Mini Splatling, the second kit Heavy Edit, the third kit Splash. So it looks like they're just trying to find their ground. Oh, we'll see. They are going to go play second kit Heavy Edit against the Glamours Splattershot. I do think Lucky played Hydra last week, and it didn't work out for them. Unless I'm just thinking of someone else.
I can't remember, but yeah, Hydra is just a little bit harder to maneuver in a 1v1 format.
Yeah, it definitely is, but yeah, even though they do have the range advantage here, Dakledge is going to get a very early lead, already getting through checkpoint 1 and not only wasting the crab of Lucky, but also being killed. So Dakledge is going to get to the second checkpoint.
Yeah, I think Lucky is settling on the Heavy Edit for the bonus mobility and just overall maneuverability, because that really helps in a 1v1, just being able to stick and move.
Yeah, it definitely does, and especially in like such a close range fight like that, like Dakledge is gonna win 10 out of 10 times because of the charge speed of Heavy Edit. And unfortunately, that does mean Dakledge is going to lose round 1, and Dakledge is going to take it.
Another really short match.
Yeah, it definitely was. So Lucky is going to have to do something here if they want to take the other 2 games to win this set.
Yeah, in the beginning of that match, it looked pretty even, and then Dakledge just started to snowball that lead.
Yeah, it did, but it's also Umami Ruin, so that's honestly kind of a given.
Yeah, it's not my favorite map.
No, neither is mine. Like, I know it's objectively a good map, but like, I'm not the biggest fan of it. Although I can say that for a lot of maps. Cough, cough, humpback.
I don't like humpback either. It's just weird. I don't know.
Thank you.
One thing I can say about humpback is I don't like that you have to go all the way to the edge of the map for the one path that leads into the enemy base. So anything like Rainmaker, clams, it just sucks trying to get to the enemy base.
Yeah. I mean, technically, with Rainmaker and clams, there is a way to go up the left side. It's just never used. So,
is there?
yeah. I know there is for Rainmaker. I think there's one for clams. Technically, tower, you have a block in the middle, and then
You also have the power.
Well, yeah, but you have to push it that far, which is not the easiest. But yeah, I guess technically there are ways to get up. I just never used them.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we do see Lucky on the heavy Splatling Deco versus the Bulbs Tri-Stringer. We have a backline battle here. I do think that Dakledge does have the slight advantage here, being able to push out Lucky, and that Ink Strike is going to do wonders for them, as we do see, and they are already at the first checkpoint, and it looks like they're already going to get the checkpoint, which, in my opinion, is one of the hardest in the game to crack.
Yeah, both weapons are about evenly matched in range. Both of them having charging mechanics too.
Yeah, and so if Lucky can aim their shots, can play at range, they are absolutely going to do nice just because of the shots per second. And that Kraken is going to help them because of the invincibility they get on tower, so they can just push. They're already at the second checkpoint, and they are going to crack it, just heading ever so closer. They also do get a kill, so they are going to get to the third checkpoint, cracking it. And I do think this is going to be the win for Lucky, making the set 1-1.
Wow. Lucky really took what Dakledge did last round and just put it right back at him.
Yeah, absolutely. I was not expecting that out of Lucky. Just it feels like it kind of came out of nowhere, but Dakledge was kind of chasing the tower, which was not the nicest for them. Well, clearly since they got knocked out, but yeah.
Yeah, this one's gonna come down to the wire.
Yeah, what do you think is going to what do you think Lucky is going to do? I mean, we've seen a bunch out of them. Heavy Splatling, heavy edit Splatling, mini Splatling, third kit Splash. Well, we know that Dakledge can play either bow or Glamorous Splatter Shot. If I was Lucky, I would be scared that Glamorous Splatter Shot is going to come up again and probably try and do something to counter it.
I have a feeling that Lucky is going to stick with what worked for them and keep the heavy Splatling Deco. I'm not so sure about Dakledge. Maybe
Yeah, I would not.
Maybe we see V-Splash out of them again.
Maybe. Although I would not be surprised if we saw a heavy deco versus a glamorous splatter shot here. And we are going to get into the final game as we do see the heavy deco from Lucky, and Daklich does pull up the splash. You were right. So
I called it.
You absolutely did. So this is definitely going to be interesting because Urchin Underpass does not like to favor longer range weapons. So Lucky is at a slight disadvantage here. So we'll have to see what they do to counter it, especially since Daklich can outrange them with that crab.
Lucky playing around the map's cover.
Yeah, getting the first kill of the game already at checkpoint 1, which they're very easily going to be able to take out, as we do see a crab versus a Kraken, a special battle, which Kraken does win, and maybe we're going to see another situation in which Daklich is following the tower, but unfortunately for Lucky, they do get the kill and are going to be able to start a push of their own.
Yeah, both of these players are using game-winning weapons that we have seen are effective, but the real test is which one will come out on top.
Yeah, definitely. As we see Daklich getting through the first checkpoint and probably going to get lead here, although they are receiving heavy fire from Lucky. And Daklich might just be getting the lead and backing up and taking what they can get, because 1 point can absolutely be the decider between a game. Though it doesn't matter because Daklich does get another kill, and they are going to push their lead even further now that they have the chance.
Daklich using the Crab Tank's explosive secondary to put the pressure on Lucky.
Yeah, and Lucky's probably going to have one more chance to be able to do something, as Daklich is at 1. But unfortunately, Daklich does get the kill, and a celebratory crab is going to end the set.
Scrupulous game.
Yeah, absolutely. And
both players playing extremely well.
Yeah, and as we... That was really nice from both of them. That was really nice from Lucky being able to get getting that very quick kill on Mako, but unfortunately they aren't going to be able to continue that and do lose the set 1-2. Unfortunately, not being able to get bracket. But as all of the other games finished and we wait for a bracket to start, we are going to head over to a break while we get just thrown out of the commentator's booth by Lucky and whoever else is commentating. Brickface, where can they find you?
Me? What do you mean?
Plug socials.
I don't know. I think I have a Twitter. You know what? I'm actually probably going to be streaming Mina the Hollower on my YouTube channel later. It's just it's just @brickface999.
Nice. And I can be found on Blue Sky, Orange20063 at Blue Sky. I have started to post this starting like 2 days ago, I think. So I finally now have something to plug. Oh my god. But that is going to be it from us as we wait for bracket. We will see you guys late for next week, I guess.
what weapon were you playing? Hello and welcome back to Switzerland. My name is Optical Drop. I am joined by Lucky. You cannot
I'm
avoid him.
Lucky.
Hello.
Hi, I'm Lucky. It's nice to see you guys. Yeah, yes, I was just streamed. They let me in and let me get myself cozy on their couch. So it's great to be here, though. I am excited to see where things go from here. You know, I played in last week's set too, but I didn't even make it as close as I did this week to brackets, and so I'm curious to see what it's gonna look like up here.
Yeah. Do you have any okay, so it looks like we have the two people okay, well, they have their name and then they have their team name. I don't know what we should go by. We got Sony versus No Good Noel, but it's also just Myrai. How do you pronounce that? M-I-R-A-I? Oh, I could just wait. I could just look
There
at
we
the.
go. There we go.
Yeah.
I'm letting you brainstorm. I'm letting you cook, and then I'm just like, oh yeah. Ooh, Splatling mentioned.
Yeah,
I
gonna
love
say,
the
I
sight
could
of
just look at the
that.
Discord names. Noel and Rumi. Okay, that's what it is. Yeah.
I
Alright, yeah.
myself am a diehard Splatling player, specifically Hydra, so seeing another Splatling in 1v1s here is exciting.
Fascinating to see it for tower control, although I can kind of see the idea behind it. You know, put a Kraken on the tower and it's virtually unstoppable. But who
That's
needs
where
that?
I
You
was
just got
going
good
when I
aim.
pulled it out, to be fair. That's what helped me push it, having that Kraken. So I see what they're getting at there. Looks
Yeah.
like they're just taking up space right now, which is really good with the Splatling since they have great range and good paint.
Yeah, ooh, a nice bit of jet coming out to try and throw them off that tower. Nice little keeping them
They're
at
chipping.
bay.
Oh, they
Yep.
didn't get them.
Mm,
Not
Yeah,
bad
still-
though, not bad.
yeah, absolutely marked. That Bro
There's
Shield
that
thing kind of
Kraken.
like, yeah, there it is. Unfortunately,
Trying
there's
to
a bit extra
contest.
knockback when it's on that tower too. Oh, just barely got away.
Not bad.
Yeah. All right, standing your
I
ground.
like that the Brella pushed them back there. That's actually, I've not quite seen that. Like, that Kraken was trying to get real close up in there. They could have started damaging them, but no, that Brella saved them.
Yeah, as a fellow Brella class player, I could definitely say like having that on tower is definitely like a very powerful strat. That is wow! What an
definitely.
amazing dodge
That
from the
is
jet.
Neat. That's
Wow.
good movement tech from that Splatling. I appreciate that. On my
Oh,
last
the
stream,
Kraken out
one
again
thing-
already. Noel going back onto some uninkable ground to stand their ground, throwing out
It's a
some
bit
shots.
of a risk. They're low on ink too. They're low on ink.
Yeah.
So. But they've got it. They've got tower. And like you said, with that shield, that is really good to have on the tower. But it looks like the Splatling shred through it pretty quick. Oh, there's their jet again.
Yep.
Ooh, good pick. I
Yeah.
love to see
Yeah.
that.
That was pretty good. Do I call them Power, Rumi, or Sony? I have like 3 different options. I remember that's really cool.
I
I'll
would
just
say call him whatever you want. I'm not gonna lie.
I'll just say Rumi for the sake of like that's just like the first legible name I could say, because otherwise I have to deal with a crying emoji face or something like that.
At
But
least
yeah,
you're honest.
and it does seem that Rumi has put the match in their favor for now, grabbing lead wait, they were in lead. What am I saying?
They are holding it pretty well. They are.
Yeah, no, they're
holding
just
it.
pushing so farther that I just assumed that it was closer than it was. Wow.
They've got a good lead. They're being pushed back, and that Brella is keeping them safe. But you know that Splatling, they're showing a lot of good power. They own most of the map right now. They've pushed it this far. Like, I'm impressed. This is the kind of thing I wanted to pull off when I was playing.
There's nothing scarier than seeing a long-range weapon on top of the glass of, like, tent thing. I don't know what you call that.
I call it glass. That's the call out I usually
You know,
use
glass?
for it.
Yeah, that makes sense. It is the glass.
Yeah, oh, a nice little auto bomb, little bit of chip, a nice bit of
A
shielding.
little bit of chip, but that
Maybe.
Splatling's so outranging them. There's only so much
Yeah.
they can do unless they push.
Here comes the Kraken trying to throw them off.
There's the Kraken again. Ooh, good counter. The Kraken can't quite reach a jet from there. Good move, good move. Are they gonna hit him? No, that could have been pretty close though.
Yeah, all these point sensors, they cannot hide from Rumi at all. Just completely. Oh!
Ooh, okay.
Nice, nice. I think in the Smash scene they call that a DBZ moment or something.
What the hell? Sure.
Nice bit of momentum. Rumi was able to get for themselves. Noel really trying to push as hard as they can. Only stuck at a 50, shielding up against the barrage of ammunition coming out.
They're
of the
using that shield
Getting
surprisingly
taken out
well.
by
They got
the
the pick. They got the pick.
The jet.
Oh, that's the jet play we want to see. That's the jet we want to see here. That's
going to give them all the momentum they need to. Never mind.
Oh,
All it takes
one
is
quick
one
hit.
nice aim and barrage of shots from a Splatling, unprepared to be shielded to take back that tower for the heavy.
As a Splatling main myself, one of the scariest things about a good Splatling is how well they can predict you. If they can predict you well, you're probably toast. So, seeing that super quick pick, that's what you gotta strive to do.
No, they
as a
were too
Splatling.
late to get back.
Oh, that's
Tragedy.
tragic. That's
I'm like,
tragic.
I'm
One more second and they could have pushed that overtime. And they were holding the tower pretty well when they could take
I was
it.
sitting there thinking, like, are they gonna get back on soon? And they were just half a second too late. Unfortunately for Noel, Remy is going to Rumi.
Ratatouille?
They just have the names on the stream. You know what? I just wasted a bunch of time. Yeah, Rumi absolutely takes this one and takes the first point in this set.
I think that was pretty impressive, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm impressed. I'm impressed with both of them, honestly. I think a good Brella is genuinely so evil. Like, if you know how to use that shield, that can be evil. And they were holding tower pretty good during their pushes. I'm impressed. So I'm honestly just really curious to see where they're going to take this next. I hope to see more of that Brella, or just any Brella, honestly. I'm not too familiar with the specifics on all the Brellas, but frankly, I hate fighting them because they're so hard to fight when they're good at it.
Yeah, as a Vunder one trick, I can personally say that it can definitely be really... it can be a little tricky, at least in my experience with my specific weapon specifically. But it is, in my opinion, tower control, the best mode for the weapon, because you just stick yourself onto it like a tumor, and you just don't move. You just like shield every hit, move around, throw down mines. You know you can throw mines on the tower. You know you could do that.
Yeah, I've done that before. I haven't done mine weapons in ages, but that is a good.
It is a great deterrent to keep like enemies away, because like, you know, like, it's not just for the chip damage, it also marks you. So like that can like lead up to follow up for your teammates. Like if you get got and they got on the tower and the mine just goes off, then like you just marked, and my teammates will just like finish you off for me. Like, you know, in an ideal society.
In an ideal society, sometimes
like
with
solo queue doesn't
matchmaking...
Solo queue makes it hard to rely on it.
I was gonna say, bro.
Excuse me for trusting people.
My bad. I thought my teammates were gonna be good.
Yeah, right. You have to.
Get me started on solo queue.
I have to, as the Vunder, like solo carry. All right, I see how it is.
It is. I could say the same thing with me. I am big V Hydra player. That is pretty much my sole main. V Hydra, Torrens Hydra. It sounds like the match is starting.
Yeah, it
I'll
is.
get back
also
to that
do
later.
have,
I
like-
love yapping about that thing, but
No,
now's
I
not the
get
time.
I do have experience with. Oh, we got the blaster out.
Oh, that's deadly.
Oh, we got
Okay.
another umbrella. We got recycled. We got
Ooh.
recycled. Oh, this is nice to see. Oh, yeah.
Recycled's a fun one. Recycled is fun.
Yeah, I'm a fan of that one. I am not particularly good with it myself, mostly because I actually have to aim with it. Damn.
The
Okay.
blaster gets an easy pick with that one the moment that shield goes down. That's the one
Yeah.
vulnerable part with the Brella. Once that shield goes down, you know, they only have so much they can do.
Yeah, they only have like what, like 30 seconds before they can get
Yeah.
another one. Like in Splatoon, turns out
Oh,
the
the
life. I don't know.
bomb spam is deadly. That's evil.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I saw them backing up into that. I'm like, you sure that's a good idea?
2 bombs, 2 auto bombs is scary. Being able to push out 2 auto bombs, that's actually dangerous because auto bombs
Wow.
are strong.
Nice.
But
take
looks like
back
they got the
from
good pick. They're pushing up, taking space. That's the
Yeah,
right
trying
move
to trying to advance and block them off as best they can. Probably a really good idea as the tower sets itself back on its own. Probably
Good
want to
bubble
get on there as
placement,
soon as
too.
possible, though. I don't know, maybe that's just me.
I think it's fair for them to not be pushing it until it's in mid, because the tower pushes itself. So I see what they're doing.
Yeah.
They're keeping the enemy from getting on it.
That is
But-
true.
Ooh, they
nice.
did
Okay,
get
yeah.
the pick. Now would be the time they get on the tower.
That's the thing, though, is like, if you go so far into their base and you have to go all the way back to the tower, then it's just like, it's still kind of losing that momentum you got from it anyway.
Yeah, true. Oh, they're not. Oh, they saved. They
What?
survived that.
I was
Holy
like, huh?
crap. I was so scared. I was like, oh, they didn't notice the bomb. Oh, they survived the
Holy
bomb.
lag. Wait,
Oh, but the blaster got that pick. It looks like their shield went down, and right down they went.
yeah. I was gonna say earlier, like, I actually have experience with vanilla heavy in this game. I actually play, like, heavy Splatling since Splatoon 1, actually. Shout out to
Ooh.
the anniversary of Splatoon. 11
Happy
years.
anniversary in my
Yeah.
favorite game.
Nice. I am still waiting for my Splash Wall to come back in the 3rd kits. That'd be really awesome, Nintendo, please.
Nintendo, if they ever listen to their
They-
fans.
we have it. We have it in sign order. I'm waiting for the actual game, please.
Please, pretty, please. At
I'll
least my
take-
mains have decent kits, but they are having some pretty good fights during this set. I will say, I'm watching. It's just a big back and forth. They've both
Yeah.
got pretty good pushes, but that with a 10 lead, that's gonna be hard to get back up there for Noel.
Yeah, I mean, granted, considering that, like, they both have the same amount of distance from their respective checkpoints, and the fact that, the fact that, Rumi is, like, so, like, only, like, they're only twice as much as Noel, which, to be fair, they're both so low, it's not even that big of a difference. The fact that it is that close, that Noel, like, has a chance to, like, really, like, take the lead for themselves, if given the chance, is
Ooh,
very
ooh, oh.
exciting. And with the
They got the pick! That's impressive. That's impressive. That was such a clutch. I was like grasping my hands.
Yeah, I
hoping-
know.
Oh my god, come on, come on.
The tension is rising as these two powerhouses go at each
They're
other's
so low,
throats
they're
to
so low.
try and do anything to stop each other from advancing.
The
Nice
leads
getting
are
on the tower
so
for Noel.
tense. Like,
Avoiding
Noel's gotta
that
get
elbow
all the way
from
back
Noel.
up there to push past that lead with how far they've already gotten.
It is just down to the wire. It's the last 50 seconds left on this timer. It is going down for real. Ooh, nice hit, nice hit. Bubbler, nice there, nice there. They both have bubbler specials, by the way.
They do.
really
I
want-
forgot about that.
Yeah, they really want to lock each other out, which is funny. Yo, speaking of which,
I think especially it's a good approach against that blaster because blasters are strong. Blasters
Yeah.
are really strong, so any shielding you can get against a blaster is like crucial.
Yeah, they're not even going for tower. They have lead. They're just like trying to like ink everything around them and keeping Noelle at bay as much as possible. And it seems to be working. Not much of a chance to go in as long as they're kept from being able to get on the tower. They will not be able
on the
to
tower.
go
Oh, they can push overtime. They can push that. They can push that. Oh my god.
It all comes down to the...
Oh, huge pig. Huge pig. Oh, that's impressive. I was thinking that blaster would just get them right away. They could push this.
This is it.
Oh, that's game.
So close.
I was hoping they would keep that. That was such a close match.
Unfortunately for Noelle, Rumi will once again be taking this game. I believe this is oh, it's a best of 5. Okay. So they are at match point at this point, so
Noelle still has a chance to catch up though, and seeing how even that match was, I'm impressed on both sides. You know, it could go either way, especially because Noelle was making some really good pushes. You know, that Brella and that Bubble, that is like insanely good shielding against that blaster. But you know, once that Brella shield goes down, they've only got so much they can do, especially against a blaster. Like, how do you pick off a blaster like that? It's just, you're in such a tight pinch at that point. But when they were making those pushes, that was impressive. I am impressed. I am satisfied.
yeah, the absolute patience on the both of them, and it makes sense considering that they were playing like relatively like midline weapons that are a little slower, easily more exploitable if you know what you're doing. Unfortunately, Brella's biggest weakness tends to be a blaster, so it was kind of an uphill struggle for Noelle, all things considered. Considering that, like, the fact that they got like that close at all, especially near the end, is very commendable, and I have the utmost respect for like being able to hold your ground against like, you know, like an easy counter like that.
Against a blaster, blasters are like just generally really strong against most weapons in the game, honestly.
Yeah, that's the thing. AoE is just kind of king right now, so
it's really hard to work with, and thankfully Umbrella does have enough protection to push back and fight back in a reasonable manner, and especially since they were both close range sort of weapons. You know, they were both even on range, they felt even on paint, so I feel like these weapons work really well against each other, but it's just a matter of how hard they can push against that blaster, because blasters are quite a tough fight to pick.
Right, yeah. All right, as we move on to game number 3, it's going to be
Marlin Airport.
Yeah, it's going to be Marlin Airport. Wait, that just registered with me. Marlin Airport? That's in this? That's allowed here? These aren't counter. Are these counter picks?
Yeah, this was a counter pick. This
was a counter pick. Oh, okay. Sure, I guess. Fascinating. I mean, whatever.
They changed their nickname to Rumi67. I just noticed that.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
I just noticed the weapon changes. What is that? Oh.
I may have commentated them in a previous thing then, because I recognize being annoyed at someone putting 6-7 in their name, and it might have been them. I don't remember. I apologize if I'm mistaken. Wow.
They traded. They are such a close match. They are just trading. None of them even
gone for tower yet.
None of them have even pushed yet. They're just fighting for it, and there's such an even fight. Which honestly is impressive coming from Noelle. You know, with Gal being like a 2-shot, 3-shot sort of weapon, it is a tricky, a 2-shot. It's a tricky one to fight, so you've got to be pretty good on a weapon with low damage.
Oh, that was a nice...
Oh, and a good counter stamp, too. That's what I love to see from that stamp.
the only reason I know that Gal's a three-shot is because that thing specifically has like the highest damaging shot for like a shooter, I think.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure.
So like that's why I'm like that. It has to be a three-shot. All right, yeah, that's speaking of which, yeah.
Speaking of which, there's the
yeah.
two-shot, the two-shot in question.
Johnny Two-Shot over here, trying to ink up mid just so that they can't be snuck upon, which is probably a smart move. We got the hammer!
Oh, close throw though. They saw it coming.
Yeah,
Which
I guess they didn't want to
unfortunately makes sense. If they pop it, you can start to predict what they're gonna do with it, depending on how quick they use depending on how quick they throw it.
Nice to see Noelle finally having the upper hand in the game so far. I don't want to jinx it or anything, but like that's how it's been, and
Good stamp use. Oh, come on. Oh,
Damn.
close though. That wall protected the gal real well.
Yeah, the stamp does not protect your front as much as you would.
Unfortunately not. I know that well as a Hydra. I love to pick off stamps when I can.
True.
It's
yeah,
so
I get
fun.
that.
I am really impressed seeing this Splatana work, though. Both the survivability, but also the good aggression. You know, like I said, Viper has low damage, especially in comparison to Gal. So seeing them at least on pretty even standards is pretty impressive. But unfortunately, it looks like Rumi's got the lead now. And with that damage and with how much they're painting, it is quite a hard fight to contest, it looks like.
This is kind of an awkward position for Noelle to be in. Oh, if that hammer
Oh, close stamp, but once again, they predicted it pretty easy.
Having a hard time getting in close. Oh, they gotta play so safe.
Trying to push out. Oh.
And the booyah at the end.
And
okay.
the booyah is a wild taunt. That's a
I'm not
that's
saying
wild.
warranted, but like, come on.
It's kind of funny though. I'll give it
No,
that
it
much.
is. I'm just like.
Overall, that's a best of 5, isn't it? Yeah, best of 5.
Yeah.
Overall, therefore, Rumi takes the lead for that one, which I am pretty impressed with both sides, honestly. You know, obviously, like I was mentioning, Gal is a hard weapon to contest, especially with a low damage weapon. But for a lot of that fight, Noelle was holding up pretty well for being on a Splatana, which I really like. If I were to play any Splatana, it would be Viper. I love that thing with the bottom of my heart.
Yeah.
So I'm really impressed with both sides. Great work from both of you. I'm really excited to see how far Rumi can get with how tight those fights were.
Yeah, I respect the fact that Noelle was able to. Again, I'm sorry for jinxing it. I knew it was happening the moment I said it, but like the fact that you were able to like get the advantage early on shows like a nice amount of adaptability going on. Unfortunately, Rumi was just also able to adapt. You know how it goes. Something. But yeah, that was that game. Yeah.
I'm impressed. I mean, I knew these were gonna be some pretty good fights to watch. Me personally, for a little teensy bit of background, in case y'all see me here more often, I've only been in comp for a couple months, and I am roughly around Division 8 or 9 or so. I was on a D19, and so, you know, of course, anything above that is gonna look impressive to me, but I wasn't expecting to see it get that tight. Like, some of that genuinely had me like clutching myself, like, who's gonna do it? Who's gonna do it? Who's gonna win?
There's a clear meticulousness with a lot of the maneuvering that they were doing. Like, it was very easy to tell just by watching. But yeah, that being said, we will be taking a short break and be right back after no messages. We don't do commercials. This is
This video is sponsored by Lucky.
yeah, there you go. Subscribe to Lucky. There you go.
back, everyone. Glad to see you all here. Glad to be here once again. We are back with another good set. Once again, we're following along with Rumi, and we get to see their next fights and see what push they get to go for next.
Yes. I will not make the same mistake again. It is Rumi versus 3, aka Sun, aka Nabbit Fan Club. Sure, why not?
There we go.
You know what? Like you made your like team profile like a picture of the Nabbit plush. You know what? Like you put in the extra effort. I respect that.
To be fair, during my first set here, I had made my little team picture my Callie plush, and I named my team me, myself, and my $50 Callie plush. I was dedicated to it.
I get that. Yeah,
It was funny though. I love committing to the bid.
yeah. A lot of my past like pickup teams from like the last few LANs I was going to, I was just naming the teams after like Yu-Gi-Oh cards because I'm a bit of a Yu-Gi-Oh nerd.
That's clever. That's actually clever because I feel like you could come up with some good, like, reasonable sounding names from that.
Last one I did, we called ourselves Mind Shuffle because it was a new card that was revealed like not long before like when it happened. It was a trap card referencing like the maneuver that Yugi did to defeat Pegasus. I know I'm getting to specific nerdy stuff, but like the reason we to make a long story short, the reason I wanted to call ourselves that is because the idea is, oh, we're gonna get we should like swap out within sets so that like everyone gets a chance to get like some lunch. So we would maybe get like a 5-person team instead of a 4-person team. We didn't end up doing that, but the name just kind of stuck anyway. But yeah, that's why we call it ourselves Mind Shuffle. So we would swap players each round so everyone got a chance to get some lunch.
That's actually a kind of smart way to do it if none of you have eaten yet. I think that's funny.
Yeah. Pro tip, you can steal that if you want for your next LAN or whatever. If you have to go play during lunch and you don't get a break for hours. I remember one time I went, didn't get to eat till 4. So, yeah.
God, I can't imagine. I can't play with full focus on an empty stomach.
It is not
I
easy.
just lose half of my focus.
I'm on pure fumes at that point. By the time I actually like go to like an actual like joint to get some food, like I am just like it just all hits me. I just crash. I'm just like
I just get irritable. I'm the kind of person to get real hangry when I haven't eaten. But
I
it
can
sounds
sometimes
like
if
it's
I
starting. It sounds like our match is starting.
I do sometimes too, but like it's only if I get
The
like
stream has not
really
switched
annoyed.
over.
I don't actually get that annoyed. that
Taki, I
often.
can't see the stream.
Yeah, Taki, please. Thank
There
you.
we go.
Thank you. Oh, we got a Luna and a
It
bucket.
happens.
Okay.
Luna and Bucket. Oh, something
Wait.
was happening. That's why.
Never mind. That's our fault, Taki. Sorry.
Sorry.
Wait.
We lost a little bit of track there.
What
Disregard
happened?
that. Looks like we might have had some technical difficulties or something. We can wait it out. We can wait it out. Not that I mind. I like talking. I am Yapfest Central. I do not
I'm
mind
looking-
talking.
I'm looking at the chat. I can tell that there was a mistake that happened, but I cannot tell what it is because I think it's Spanish. If it's not Spanish, it's another language.
That is a language I don't speak, so no
Yeah.
problem. But it looks like they've resolved it. It looks like we're all ready to go. We're getting in there. Ooh, heavy edit
Yeah.
again. Or not
God,
heavy edit, heavy.
That much I figured. No worries.
Dynamo. Interesting pick. That's the Dynamo with the whale, isn't it? I think it is.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It is.
Oh, okay. They just have
That's
the
a
wrong
good
one.
pick
That's
for
what it was.
tower, because that can push them right off the tower.
Yeah, that is a really strong main weapon. Just like
Dynamo going
Wow,
right for
okay,
tower,
I
getting that pick so quick. Oh, that's impressive, actually. Dynamo's a strong weapon, but it is impressive to rush in like that right into a splatling, mind you, and not be easily picked off like that.
Yeah, being held back in their own base. You know, maybe they wanted the water to rise so they'd have more of a chance to get around them. Who knows? Maybe
Yeah,
I'll give
now
them credit.
the heavy has high ground, so maybe they were just waiting for this opportunity to take advantage of it. They have Kraken now, so you never know.
Ooh.
There they go. There's that push. There's that push. And onto the tower.
Making them
pushing
run
them
for
out.
it, making them stun for it. Ooh.
Taking that space back. And there's the pick. That was a close
Where are you
pick.
at?
I saw the roller hit the Kraken, but just before the Kraken went out, they got that kill. That is literally just pure luck and prayers, bro. That's impressive.
Yeah, I just realized it changed the name again. What was it? Mex Rumi? Like, oh man. Changing names like it's hair dye. I see how it is. Alright.
You
Listen.
can't change your name mid-tourney. No, we don't.
What's a name change to a celestial body like this one? Am I right?
To
Oh,
be
damn.
fair, with how
I mean,
impressive Rumi's been, I think the least of our concerns is the name changing.
Yeah, I know. I like, you know, I'm making fun and everything, but I'm also kind of like, you know, yeah. Are we doing? If their name is 3, but their username is Sun, does that mean they're 3 Suns? Does that mean like it's just 3 Suns at once? That's kind of scary. That's like a lot of energy.
The Earth would burn at that rate.
I don't know. That's scary. Now, if you know that image, please tell me you know what that image is.
I do not. You'll have
Oh
to
my!
show
It's
me.
like some manga panel of some old guy going, "I don't know." That's scary.
Show me that later. Show me that later. That
Oh,
sounds
but-
good.
I swear, you look it up, it'll be like the first thing you find. I promise you, it's so funny. Like,
Rumi
I'll
does
look
have
for it,
some
I'll
good
look-
map control right now. Oh,
Yo,
and look,
wait a
good
minute.
pick.
Okay,
I was
alright.
gonna say, Rumi had a lot of paint. They had
Is it
taken up a lot
Aura
of paint
as well, or am I
space.
crazy? Or is that just special? It could just be special.
Either or, they do have a Kraken. They're waiting to use it so that they can make
much
that
patience
push.
despite not having lead. Taking lead. Alright, there you go.
There's
Kraken
that
coming out.
Kraken,
Oh,
and
you're
using
at
it
one,
to
you're
get
at
the
one, you're at
pick.
one.
There it is! I knew that was what they were gonna go for, because that worked. And you know, one thing I've learned, if something works, you go with it. Keep working with it.
And that's
And
a knockout.
That's a
That's
full
another-
knockout.
I
that
saw
went
it.
from... I
They
didn't
eked the
even
rail
see if they had the
just
lead
because
before
they
or not.
could.
They
Sorry,
just
what
did
you
that because they could.
said? Yeah.
Yeah, no, I admittingly, our chat made me lose track of who had the lead, but for being as far back as they were at the start of that push, they pushed straight from mid all the way up there with no stopping, no real force, no real pushback, and they utilized that Kraken to hold it in the one clutch point that they really needed it. And I really admire what they're doing with that Kraken, honestly. They're not just using it to sit on tower and hold it, they are trying to push, they are trying to fight, and they are standing their ground, and frankly, it's working pretty damn well. I'm impressed.
I'm sorry, I just got completely distracted because I don't know what I don't know what they're saying, but I see someone brought up Wilson, and I'm like, who's Wilson?
Out of context, that's really funny, I cannot lie.
Lo
There was
Pinto
one-
Wilson.
There was one... it was a pickup I did. It was a pickup tournament I did with just a bunch of people that happened to take me for a tournament. And one of the enemy teams and us, back and forth, we were just joking about some guy named Chris. Nobody knew who Chris was. We were praying to Chris that we would win. Who the hell is Chris? We were just like praying to Chris right now. Chris, we better win this match. And then we didn't win, and we were like, Chris
God.
failed us. And it was a funny little bit we had going.
That
Looks
is
like they're going up next on Scorch Gorge. As a
Yeah.
Hydra, you know, I love Scorch Gorge. It's one of those maps I can be really evil on. So I am curious to see, especially how Rumi is using it, because Rumi's been using that Splatling, and they are using it well. They know
Yeah.
what they're doing, and it's
Scorch is
impressive.
definitely a contentious sort of stage, I feel, depending on like the mode. Like even like I can see as soon as they say Scorch, Rumi just responds with like 4 crying emojis. I can translate that.
It's a love it or hate it for a lot of people. I can tell.
No, I get it. Honestly, for Rumi, like, I feel like heavy would benefit them in this sense. I don't know if they would want to go for heavy in this. We'll see. Obviously, we'll see in a moment. But yeah, on top of that, just considering that we're going onto the stage, I wonder what 3 will be switching to in this case.
I am curious. They might stay on Dynamo for all we know, because they did.
The Goober!
Goober is interesting. Okay, yeah, I figured 3 was gonna stay on that Dynamo. They were doing pretty decent with that.
I mean, yeah, no, that checks.
But
like,
Rumi pulling out Goober is an interesting pick. I've not seen them play it at all yet, so I'm really curious to see what they're gonna get out of that.
I'm at a loss for words. This is
Looks
unprecedented.
like so far they are being outmatched. 3 is painting over them a whole lot, but Goober does have some pretty good paint. But it looks like they're prioritizing that kill over anything else, which is risky. They're getting out-painted.
No!
Ooh, but they got the pig!
Dude, I'm looking at this and I'm just geeking right now. Someone out here be like, yes, I want some early practice for that other tournament whose name eludes me. Oh my god!
That's an impressive stamp. That's an impressive stamp. I would have yelled if that were me and I just got picked right off. I would just that just happened.
Yeah. Oh
I am curious to see. Oh! Yes, that's what I was hoping for. Dynamo's such a good weapon for easy contesting, but it also is a slow weapon, which makes it an easy pick for chargers. So it is a pretty tough fight here, but to see them still getting kills with it.
So you're telling me it's the contestable contester.
The contestable contester of all contests. His writing is fire or something.
Yeah, the absolute like maneuvering of going like occasionally like using the tower for cover, like going behind it, occasionally going back up to keep the timer ticking down. Just amazing form, keeping 3 off. No, keeping Rumi. I'm losing track who's who. I'm losing it. Yeah.
Oh,
Right,
good
well,
stamp pick though.
Yeah, that was
Dynamo's
good
biggest
stamp.
drawback being its speed makes it such an easy pick for things like stamp as well.
Yeah,
So-
they don't like they're soloing, so they can't even rely on Trick Room. It's a Pokemon.
Frankly, that's my biggest struggle in 1v1s. There's no room for me to really strategize and
Oh
place
my
in a
god,
good
that was
spot.
point blank! Oh.
I would have been mad. I'm so sorry. But they do have lead. 3 does have lead. So, you know, if they just hold their ground.
Oh my god.
But it looks like Rumi's holding pretty good aggro. You know, I was worried at first with them prioritizing the kills over the paint because they keep getting out-painted whenever they're fighting. But, you know, with them picking off 3 that quickly, you know, they have a good chance despite the paint. And seeing now, they practically own like half the map.
Yeah.
Looks like they
look
missed
at
that stamp throw, but that's all right. Oh! Oh!
They got lost in the sun.
I'd be so mad, bro. That's awful. They both died and Rumi fell right off the map. That's like whiplash. All that work and they got pushed right back, but they did get the lead.
Sometimes when you're feeling yourself, you just kind of have to like remind them like you can do something like that and still win.
You can. Everybody makes those mistakes. It's just a matter of you can handle it. And
I'm
it
saying
looks
calculated.
like
That's what I'm saying.
it looks like Rumi is handling it pretty well. You know, they took lead, they're holding lead, they're right back on the tower, pushing it right back up there. Even if they don't push any further, they've got the advantage with the tower being on their side. And
Yeah,
all
playing
that
very
paint
patiently
advantage.
right
For a
now.
Dynamo, that's a lot to paint over.
Yeah, just coming around up on that ramp. The hammer coming out, finding a good place to shoot.
Oh,
And
but
it
that
goes!
whale displacing them and distracting them. That's smart, actually. They
Assuming
wasted that
where
hammer.
They were based on sound waves. Clever. Interesting.
I think that's a good way to predict them, but...
Wow!
Oh, and
and-
Rumi's got aura off of that. That's scary. Aura in a 1v1, genuinely. That's
Yeah, I know,
scary.
right? Yeah, Cullen down to score even more points, but they get off to try and shoot you in the face, but then they don't go back, and now you're trying to be on the back pedal, so you don't die, and hammer!
Oh,
Damn.
oh, they saved it. They got on the ledge so they wouldn't get hit. But they gotta
All
be
right.
careful touching that tower. Rumi's looking right at him.
This is Three's last
Oh, it's
chance.
overtime.
And
Oh,
that's
and a good pig. Hold that,
Yeah,
hold that.
no.
Okay.
Yeah, the booyah celebratory.
They could
booyah
clutch that.
warranted.
And there's lead.
Yeah.
Oh, that's impressive.
What a
After that
comeback.
whole fight, 3 just being pushed back and scrambling practically, trying to figure out where to go, what to do without Rumi just easily picking them off. Because Rumi was getting some really good picks there, but it looks like they came right back around, they clutched that, and they owned that lead, and that's impressive. I dig it, I'm impressed.
Yeah, that was really fun to watch, definitely. All right, now with the score tied up like that, gonna wait for counter pick coming from Rumi now this time. This should be fun. Let's see, what are they picking?
That's
What are
gonna
they
be
picking?
interesting, because, you know, again, Rumi's been such a powerhouse this whole set so far.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
if they pick a map that's really in their favor with a weapon they know is in their favor, then they could easily take that and score another win, no problem. But at the same time, you know, that was a
Ooh.
pretty impressive last-minute push from 3, so...
We got Hagglefish. We
Looks
got
like we're going
Hagglefish.
Hagglefish is fun for Tower. Hagglefish
I
is one of my better
love
Tower maps.
Haggle Tower. I love Haggle Tower. Ugh. Sorry.
Of all the maps I would play on Tower, it's definitely one of my more favorable ones. Some
Yeah,
of
for
these
me,
have been tricky ones for Tower,
Yeah,
like Scorch is
Haggle,
tricky.
Mako, like I'll say Ink
But... And they got that Splatling back out, baby. That's what I was thinking.
Nothing left on this map. Of course, they come back at me with the YouTuber. I would have lost it.
It would have been pretty funny, though. It would be pretty funny.
No,
to see
I would
one Goober
absolutely
from that.
love it. I'll just be like, huh? Which is like, considering the time I'm in right now, I gotta keep the voice down. But you know what? Sometimes stuff cannot be helped.
It's the thought that counts. It's exciting. It's thrilling, to be fair, seeing how tight these
Yeah,
fights are
yeah.
getting.
The Kraken's coming out. Ooh, is it?
They
cool?
do have that Kraken. They could push back. They're coming up, and there it is. There's that Kraken.
That was good. Oh no! Yep, that
Yeah.
was good. Yeah.
They couldn't really outrun it in time, especially with a weapon so slow like Dynamo. You know, once you get cornered, you're just kind of stuck.
Yeah, the moment that the Kraken's got you, it's like, it's got you. Ooh, nice.
And this is such a good map for a Splatling, too.
Nice
Good use of their
neutral that
special,
ping.
pushing them off the tower, but they got that Kraken out, so they
Yeah,
can't quite get them all.
Oh no!
Oh, come on, come on. Oh, they're still alive. They're still alive. Oh,
Yo, there's no
my
way.
God. Oh, that's impressive. I'm stunned.
Absolutely
That was a good
killed
clutch
all
right there.
three.
Surviving the whole Kraken and taking the tower and getting the kill. Now they have the paint advantage too.
Yeah. Oh man. Okay. 3 trying to keep them on glass, but they're coming down off glass. They're trying to. Ooh, okay. No, they could not avoid it.
And they got that pick.
It really is that like the heaviness of that weapon is its greatest Achilles heel right there. And for something that shoots as rapid as the heavy, it is not going to be an easy feat to be able to avoid the splattering of the Splatling coming at you at full force, narrowly avoiding, dodging, squid rolling around those killer whales, putting that power back into mid, giving 3.
Oh, and that Kraken, that easy pick too, because they caught the mid fling.
That's got to be the quickest commentator curse I've ever dialed out. Like that I'm actually impressed with that for myself.
That was a really impressive pick, though once again, it does tie into the fact that Dynamo is so slow, and during a fling, they are so vulnerable.
Oh, wow!
There's only so much they can do, but for how much they're holding, that's impressive. You know, they almost picked Rumi off. Had that been a trade, they could have pushed Rumi back anyway.
Shout out to the life bars, because now we can actually say they're on 1.
Yeah, now we can actually see how well they're pushing.
Oh my
Once again, that other pick holding that Kraken, you just know they're gonna go for that Kraken to get another kill.
Yeah, willingly going.
Hopefully 3 can avoid it again, because ooh, the flick pushing them back.
Oh, that is really far back, but
they made them scared. They made Rumi scared.
No. The thing is, they're at 16. They don't need to have to hold on anymore. It's not about them being scared. It's them taking like a tactical retreat. It's the difference between Wimpod and Evolution.
They don't need to push. They have a crazy big lead. You know, if they get a knockout, that'll be ideal. But
yeah. That Kraken really trying to
oh my goodness!
Yep. That Kraken's just too good. It's too good. It's too
good. The contesting from that Dynamo is really impressive, though. You know, just with each of those flicks, they pushed Rumi right back, and for a moment, they could have held that. Damn. But unfortunately, as you were saying, a Splatling easily outpicks a Dynamo, so...
Yeah, a lot of painting over there.
It's getting close, single digits. Can they take it back? Oh, the Kraken sealing the win.
That was a securing the bag move. I get that. Damn.
Impressive work from both sides, though. I will say, I am thrilled seeing how well that Dynamo was playing, you know, especially with how well they buffed it in recent updates. It's an easy weapon to pick up, but it's easy to learn, hard to master, because that Achilles heel of its speed makes it such a vulnerable weapon, especially against a Kraken. But they were pushing back that Kraken despite it all, and I am just stunned. I didn't even think it was that I didn't even think you could contest a Kraken that hard.
Yeah, I know, right? All right, buckle up. We're going to Flounder Heights.
Oh, one of my least favorite maps, bro.
Hey. Listen, Flounder Heights was my most wanted map to return for Splatoon 3. I loved it in Splatoon 1, but I'm gonna be real. Although it is the same map, they butchered the lighting. It does not have that sunsetty feel anymore. It's just like, it's, listen, I get it. You make it clear, visually clear, so that it's like, you know, like actually playing on the map is fair. But I don't care, man. Like, take a look at how it looked in Splatoon 1 and tell me, like, we didn't miss out on, like, some peak. Like, I swear to God, I think, like, it had like the most graphically impressive textures out of any of the maps in that game, in my opinion. Just because it's like, damn, this just feels like a real apartment complex. This is just like a real place. What the hell?
I like that vibe of it. I like the fact that it is just
like this
cartoony
like stuff we're doing in a real place, and I love that, and that's why I want it back. And I am not disappointed with it returning because it does keep that feel, but it just stays in line with the art style, so it doesn't feel surreal anymore. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm just an old head. I don't know.
The reason I personally have a distaste for it is probably just because I'm a Hydra main, and frankly, it is one of the weakest maps to play on Hydra. There is hardly any good high ground that you are not vulnerable in, and especially on like, oh, don't even get me started on zones. Zones makes me wince. It's awful for zones on Hydra.
We're busting out the forge!
A Forge! That's an interesting pick. I used to have a teammate that played Forge, and it is a really powerful weapon if you know how to use it well. Especially with that Booyah Bomb, you know, clearing up space and pushing up with the high damage that is the Forge itself.
Yeah.
Using that whale to deter them. Oh, a Booyah during a whale is a risk, but it looks like they tanked it pretty well.
It was to keep them off, which, you know, gives them enough leverage to really push into the check. Oh! Oh, they got hit. They're at half. Oh, no, they're weak. They're weak. 3 coming in to take that tower before Ruby can really get past that check. Unfortunately, that check will now be fully reset. Now with that Booyah being thrown out to try and take them out of the tower and survive.
It did push them away, but unfortunately they hopped right back on, and you know, with this distance, they're easily able to cap that lead again. There they go. There's that lead.
It is. Look,
if they can just hold this, and especially
I don't think anyone died so far, have they? Yeah. Okay. Well,
Speaking of,
all right.
I guess you're like the king of jinxing things today.
I don't know what's going on with me, man. I'm like,
Everybody has those days, man. It's all good.
it's just one of those days.
It's just one of those days. It's all about the he said, she said fools.
Ripping someone's head off.
They're just holding that, waiting to figure out where Sun even went.
I think they were just waiting for the thing to go back so that they could just like really keep.
Could
them
have
back.
been too. Trying to get that push while the tower is moving so that they have more of a reason to fall back.
Again, Rumi with the absolute like patience of a god when it comes to like maneuvering around this stuff. Yeah.
And they got the pick. That is an impressive pick, you know. 3 has a lead of 16 remaining. And Rumi clutched just practically last second to get that pick right off. But it looks like 3's catching right back up.
I'm getting deja vu. Wasn't it stuck at 16 in like the first game this set? Am I crazy?
Probably.
I think it was.
To one of those. I don't know.
It is someone's lucky number. I'm going to say it's Rumi's lucky number because, you know, they were at least in both games. Oh, 3 coming in hot.
3's pushing in hard with that dynamo. And especially against a shooter, you know, if you're not able to outrun it, then if you're not able to get that pick, you are really pushed back by a dynamo because you don't have nearly as much range on a shooter as you do on like heavy, for example. They had such an advantage with the range, but
attempted to trade, but it was
just close enough with that Booyah Bomb. That is an impressive Booyah Bomb.
That's gonna be a free check for Rumi right there, I'm assuming. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, alright. Nice
Even
keeping them
without the
back
dynamo's
off that
speed.
ramp. Oh, but the whale.
But they're using that whale to push him back.
No.
Oh, but they tanked it with the
There's
Booyah.
no
Booyah's
each
tank
other.
is pretty strong.
Yeah, the Booyah is just like such a great counter against that killer whale, really keeping them alive through the armor in order to be able to like scare 3 off enough to like oh.
They're running out of ink. Oh, but they still got that kill on barely any ink. That's... I was scared. I was watching their ink tank chip down, and I was like, please
You saw in real time. I just shut up because that was just way too close to not
really
have
close
attention.
fight. If they ran out of ink, they would easily be outpainted. And once again, taking the whale with that Booyah.
No
oh,
way!
They got the pick still! They got the pick still! Looks like 3 is pushing up, which is a good move for how slow their dynamo is. It is good to take up space as quick as you can with such a slow weapon. But they are a good weapon to hold that
as far
space.
as possible for Rumi to get back onto. That's probably like the smart move as well.
Those flings are pretty long. A vertical fling on Dynamo is so long. It really is keeping Rumi all the way out. But it looks like they're trying to catch up. Can they get that kill? Oh, yes, they did!
That was pretty good. That was pretty good. The one time that was finally able to break through the armor, mostly because the main weapon was able to like add on to it.
With that whale and the dynamo, they're surrendering.
No, you know what? I respect the sportsmanship. You know what?
It's a sweet surrender. They were just like,
Yeah.
it's a win. You can have it.
Yeah.
And I mean, if it were me in a fight that tight, you know, I would be giving it my all, but I'd also be having fun with it. You know, we're both pushing our best, and it's
You know what that means, though, right?
pretty close.
It's
One
It is 2-2. We're going to a game 5.
We're going to a 5th game. You know, honestly, I'm surprised, but also it does make sense because Rumi was doing pretty good, and so I was expecting them to blast through this pretty hard, similarly to the last set, but they just... 3 is surprisingly scary on that Dynamo, and one good Dynamo is actually pretty scary, especially when they can sustain themselves on their own that well. Like, in a full team setting, yes, Dynamo is crazy powerful, but in a 1v1, you are so vulnerable and such a good, like, easy target. And they still held their ground. They still took up that space. And holding the tower at the very end there, that was genuinely so cool to see. Like,
Yeah,
I was just stunned that they practically were owning the map at that point.
Oh, we got Mako
Mako-Mart! Mako-Mart!
Let's go.
Mako-Mart!
Yeah, I was gonna say, like,
Shopping.
that is, like, what you said about Rumi is true, but I wouldn't count 3 out yet, because despite how much, like, Rumi has been doing,
not.
like, amazing, like, 3 has been able to prove practically they're equal at this point. And, like, if the score doesn't prove that enough, we got the heavy back. They're coming at each other.
Reliable. If it works,
Yep.
it works.
Yep.
No, I am not holding any of them beneath each other. They are
Both of them just
neck
said,
and
"Go
neck at
remain,
this
final
rate.
destination, no items. Let's go."
But with that heavy, you know, heavy's been
Whoa,
Rumi's
whoa.
best weapon so far. Like, right there, working against a Splatling as a Dynamo especially. It is a tough fight. And so I saw that, and I'm scared for 3, but at the same time, with how well 3 held up last time.
That was a really good use of Kraken right there. All right.
This
Yeah,
time they can actually tank that whale, because Kraken can't die.
Damn!
Booyah.
Damn!
Ooh,
Damn!
come on, they're pushing him
Made him
so
run
hard.
for it. Made him run for it. Ooh.
That was such a tough push. Rumi was so
Yeah.
low running back, and they still survived. They still survived. Voiding that whale, still taking up paint. And they've got that Kraken. That Kraken is coming right out. They're contesting that tower. They're pushing it back up.
That Kraken running out, making it very easy pickings
Surprising
for
move.
that Dynamo to absolutely out of existence.
I am surprised seeing they didn't use the Kraken to get the pick like they've been doing
Wow.
before, but with how easy it is to get picks on their Splatling, you know, they easily contested that, but now at the cost of 3 having a lead of 20 more points, you know, they have to push back.
There is so much skill from these two going at each other. It feels so close. Oh, what nice popping of Kraken
Good
right there.
Kraken use. Are they gonna get the
Really
kill? They're
weird.
going for it. They're going for it. Oh, but the little corners between the tower, trapping that Kraken until it was useless.
I saw that future at that moment. It was like,
I saw the future.
like, oh my god. There is nothing more terrifying than seeing like a Dynamo about to like finish its attack, and there's no way out of it. Oh, we got a few hits on each
Ooh,
other.
but they're getting them. They're chipping each other. They're chipping each other. They're both low. They're holding up.
Down 20.
Oh,
Ooh.
but the good pick.
Hey,
But
not 16 this time.
at least it's not that lucky number for once. You know, maybe
Yeah, for
there's
real,
even odds
That's
now.
how you know they're gonna win.
That's how you know. No, but with 3 having that high of a lead, you know, it's hard to contest that, especially when they are this neck and neck. Rumi's got to make a big push and hold it in order to keep that lead.
Ooh,
And I'm just
ooh,
curious to see
nice.
how they'll go
Good
about it,
job.
because 3 is adapting to them so well. Stream's
There's,
lagging.
oh.
There we go. We can see again. We can see again.
There we go. There we go. Okay. I have seen. Like, we cut back
There
to
it
someone
is!
getting
Speak
shot
of the
in face.
devil! There's that Kraken pick we...
Sorry.
There
like
we go.
the
We're good. We're
vision.
good.
I'm very quiet.
We're getting a little bit of interference on the stream, but it's coming back in. It's coming back in.
Difficulties, yeah.
But Rumi did get that
alright.
pick with the Kraken, and looks like the whale took that pick that time, which is impressive.
Yeah, nice bit of advancing from Rumi right there, but unfortunately, just still has a long way to go. They really want to catch up to 3. Again, a little more interference. I heard a whale go off. But
We got it. We got it. That
Kraken-
Kraken push. Are they getting the pick? They're going for picks over the tower, which I think is a reasonable thing to do. But unfortunately, we are getting a lot of interference on the connection right now. We're making it work though. It's working enough. We're seeing the scores. We're seeing what's happening. You know, tech does its thing sometimes. We only have so much control over that.
Yeah. All right. Once again, trying to hurt each
It
other.
looks like Rumi can't quite make it to the tower with Sun getting those picks pretty easy. You know, they're owning the map. They're holding Rumi back. And with that lead, they don't even need to push the tower. They just hold their ground and ledge camp them, and they're set to go.
Yeah, a little bit of marking will do that. Oh.
A couple more seconds. Rumi's got to rush that if they're going to make it to the tower, but it doesn't look like they can. Yeah, I think they've surrendered.
Yeah.
Which, there was
you
only
know-
so much they could do with 10 seconds left.
Yeah, I respect that. That was that. Yeah, I love the sportsmanship between these two. Like, you can't see it, but there's a lot of it in the. I cannot tell what they are saying, but I can tell that they are absolutely having a blast with each other. They keep doing the ja stuff.
It's pronounced ha ha ha. Mind
I
you.
know it is. I know it is. It's just my ignorant English ass just pronounces it like that.
At least you're honest about it, I guess.
Oh yeah. But yeah, GG's to both of you. Those were amazing games, and of course, congratulations to I already lost who it was that won. I think it was 3. Was it 3?
It was 3. 3 took the final match. It
was
was
3.
neck and neck
Congratulations.
until 3 took one more win at the end. I am really impressed with that last match, personally.
Yeah.
Because, you know, 3 was having a hard time holding their ground with that Dynamo, but it looks like they were around the half point of that match or so. They were practically owning the whole map, keeping Rumi from pushing in. And especially for a Dynamo, that is impressive work.
Looks like that we may be able to have 3 on for an interview, which would be fun.
Oh, yeah! I forgot we were going to do that.
Yeah.
Well, that
Alright,
could be
alright.
fun.
I'm very interested to pick their brain about like how they were doing with all this, because man, those are some games. I want to get in the ooh. I get to no wait. It was Rumi that had the goo tuber. I can't ask them about the goo
Yeah,
tuber.
it was
Okay.
Rumi with the goober
Damn.
for one round.
Damn.
But,
I can
again,
ask
that
them-
was a
I can-
really
can-
funny pick.
I could ask them for their reaction. That would be fun.
You can ask them about that, I will say, and I think it's worth it because that was
Yeah.
pretty funny. Just out of nowhere, of all the weapons that Rumi was picking, out of nowhere, just popping a goo tuber
Yeah.
and getting crazy kills, mind you. They know what they're doing.
Yeah, no, like they were actually like holding their own. The fact that like 3 was able to win that game was actually like by the skin of their teeth. So like that's what's really impressive to me.
I'm just impressed with both of these guys.
Yeah.
It looks like we're getting updates from another commentator. that 3 has just calculated at 2,000 Switzerland points, by the way, after this set. So honestly, pretty impressive, which I mean adds up to all the work that they were doing. It adds up to all that push that they made. They were both neck and neck, start to finish, and that last minute push got them up to 2,000 XP. You know, I'm impressed. I'm satisfied. It's been such a fun watch, and I'm more than happy to have been here for it.
Hello there.
There we go. Hello. Welcome to the chat.
Hi everyone.
I'm Lucky.
Hello. First of all, congratulations on the win. That was an amazing. That was an amazing set. Just like going to game 5 and how close it was every game. That was fun to watch.
My god. Yeah, Rumi was really scary because I fought them earlier on the bracket, and every time they went heavy deco, I would lose.
They played a mean heavy deco, and you know, as I was saying on the stream, I'm a big Hydra main, so seeing a Splatling do so good in a 1v1 setting was so impressive to me. They were holding so much pressure, but you guys were so neck and neck. I was just clutching the whole time, like, who's gonna win? Who's gonna do it? Who's gonna do it?
Yeah.
Oh my
you
god.
Had us on the edge of our seats like every time. It was really fun to watch.
That's lovely.
I gotta ask, like, what was your mindset going into the game? Because it looked like, judging from like both like the gameplay and I was looking at the chat, you guys are having a lot of fun with each other. So I'm curious, like, how are you feeling like going into these games?
Oh, definitely. It was really fun having Rumi as my opponent. It was just really hard because, like I told you, we met earlier during the bracket, and every match was really hard for me because I refused to swap off Stars Dynamo the entire run, and like honestly, Rumi was so sportsmanlike because they didn't go heavy deco every single game, and that let me some wiggle room.
I do have to ask because like there were some interesting weapons that they picked up, like. Of course, they went Forge. That was a pretty fun pick. I want to know, what was your reaction to them busting out the Goo Tuber?
I knew it was coming. I wasn't surprised that much because when I joined my match with them on bracket, they were using it. I was like, oh, this is a weapon in their pool. It was a really, really hard match, that one. Their hammer was just destroying me.
I did not know they had that in their pocket. That just absolutely threw me off. Like I was...
Yeah. That was the first time they used it against me, and oh my god, that was awful.
It was scary, honestly. You know, I'm not a Charger player by all means. I used to play Charger, but frankly, I've gotten pretty weak with it. But genuinely, seeing how well they were getting those picks was scary. I would be scared too if every single time I was up there, that laser hit my head. I'm just like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to like. Oh, no, you go.
No, you go.
Like I was gonna say that I had to depend on Whale a lot to go in and fight with them because otherwise they were just having way better positioning than me, and it was really hard to get into that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like the two of you were practicing a lot of patience with each other. I noticed like there were times where like
yeah.
Give up the tower because like either you didn't need it or you strategically wanted it far away from them anyway as they were spawning back, like so on and so forth. There was a lot of interesting usages of just not staying on tower, like tactically like getting off of tower that I found fascinating, where like I have like tunnel vision. If I see a tower, I'm getting on it. Like that just shows how bad of a player I am personally. But...
Well, don't say that about yourself. I wouldn't say it's inherently bad, but you know, tunneling's a problem everyone runs into at some point.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, like, my point being, what goes into the decision making of like when do you feel it is the right time to like get on and off tower? Like, how do you make those decisions? Like, what was fueling that for you?
I feel like it was just mostly like whether you have special and the other person has special. Like if you got a kill, that's time to get on tower. But like on Flounder and on Macomart, once I got a really good lead, there was just no reason for me to keep pushing. Because I would just get really punished. Like I would die, they would get the tower, and they would get special, and I would struggle getting special. Like on Flounder, I got really, really lucky because I only needed to paint my spawn room for the last defense, so I had a backup during that entire game.
Right.
Yeah, just like don't push when you don't need to. Like if you push, you're leading the tower into them. So yeah.
All right. I've also been informed that you've been calculated to have over 2,000 SP, which is interesting. How do you feel about that?
I'm gonna be real, it's my first time playing. I don't know what that means.
Think about like
I looked
power.
at the top
This
40, it looks good, so I think I'm happy with that.
Big number.
I mean, compared to mine, it's a pretty good number. I'm not gonna lie. I'll say that much. My numbers are pretty low, but I'm getting there. We'll get there one of these days.
I'll admit I'm a little unfamiliar with the point system myself. I'm still new to Switzerland personally, but I'm gonna assume that's really good considering the reactions people are having in the back chat.
Yeah, I hope so.
Someone went, "Whoa, that's cool."
Well, yes.
I think it's really impressive, just genuinely. Like, my biggest thing, I was really impressed with how well both of you were doing. You guys were so tight-knit that whole time. And
Yeah.
especially, there were some times where you contested and you held your ground really, really well. Like, especially the
Yes.
end of that last match, I was so thrilled seeing that you were just holding it the rest of that match, and for like maybe a third of that match or so, you kept Ruby like held back so far, which is impressive for a Dynamo, but especially a Dynamo against a Splatling. Like, Splatlings are very powerful, they're very coordinated, and if you can predict your enemies on a Splatling, you know, you're strong, you're terribly strong, and you still held your ground, you pushed them back, and I was just so impressed to see that.
Oh yeah, thank you.
I don't got no questions, I'm not the best at picking up things on the spot, but I'm just...
We do have to talk about, like, those few moments of, like, sportsmanship near the end of some of the games where both of you just kind of stood there and went like, yeah, booyah at each other. And then there's the times where like booyah on tower after winning. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like it's deserved, but it's a little when that happens. I respect it though. I really like that.
Yeah,
but yeah, with
Ruby
that
was a lovely opponent.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Like, it looked so much fun, like, the back and forth with you two, that it was infectious, trust me.
Yeah.
We were having a blast over here. If you go through and look at the VODs, you'll see us hollering about it. It was such a blast.
You can see me freaking out at the
I definitely will. I'll have to be looking into that. I was so thankful that Rumi picked Mako, because I feel like that was a map good for both of us. So that was a really, really nice way to end it. Because like they could have.
Mako's definitely a good tower map regardless, and I feel like both of your weapons had good advantages and disadvantages on it. Like, you were able to keep Rumi out by ledge camping them there, keeping them on that high ground without giving them room to push out. But at the same time, that high ground could have been a grace for them, and for a while it was. For a while they were able to hold ahead of you, above you, keep you pushed out, and I feel like it was a really even map, and I feel like Optical said, that sportsmanship is just really admirable, especially for comp. I hear a lot about toxic players or players that are too selfish, too egotistical in a sense. So seeing a match, a full set where like everybody's just having fun, cheering each other on for all I care. Y'all were having a blast. I skimmed through the chat on the Sendo chat too, and you guys are just having fun with it. I love to see that. We need a lot more of that positivity in this community.
Dude, I was so happy when I met them in Bracken and I saw them typing in Spanish, because I was like, oh yeah, this is one of mine.
Yeah, we're getting along, buddy.
I tried to keep them up as best as I could. I don't speak it myself, but I could tell when you guys were like laughing and having fun.
Yeah.
The moment I saw the word scorch and then 4 crying emojis, I lost it.
I think they really wanted me to swap off Dynamo, but I just didn't want to.
No, I respect it. You stuck with it, and I get it. Like,
Yeah.
it's unreliable, as they say.
Mhm.
But yeah, with all that being said, now with this victory under your belt, what do you see for yourself going forward? What's your plans for the future? For
Oh my god.
comps, Switzerland, anything? Like, what do you plan on doing after this?
That's a really interesting question. I liked the tournament; it was fun. I may play again another time, but for general comp, I don't know. I'm kind of stuck. I don't have people to play with, so that was why
I,
I was attracted to the tournament, and I was like, oh yeah, let's just do this.
yeah, they're
And yeah,
definitely yeah. If you know like what communities to go for, you can always find like looking for group stuff and whatever.
mhm.
Like, yeah, that there's like definitely some stuff you could look into, or like on certain tourneys you could put yourself up as looking for group. I know Sendu has like that as an option, but
Mhm.
yeah, uh, whatever you choose to do going forward, like obviously, like I hope you the best for you going forward, and like you seem to be doing pretty well for yourself, all things considered. So it'll be very exciting. So thank you for coming on. By the way, this was a very lovely chat. Do you have anything else you wish to say?
Follow me on Twitter. I don't know.
Follow me
There
on
you go.
Twitter.
All right, you are the man. Do it.
Well,
A
yes,
shameless
at-
self-plug. I dig it.
Stunning _3. Thank you. And yeah, I don't know if I will keep playing a lot. Maybe summer is looking appealing, but whatever happens, it was a fun time, and thank you for hosting this. It was lovely.
We're so happy to have you, and we're really glad you had a good time, because it was a good time all around for all of us, honestly. We were
Yeah.
thrilled watching
Yeah.
those matches, and you guys were probably way more thrilled, seeing as you were in the middle of it.
Yeah. Really, really fun.
Regardless, we're rooting for you, and
Oh my god, thank you.
wherever you go with comp, like he said, wherever you go with comp, I'm rooting for you. I see a lot of good potential in you. So
Hey,
I
thank
think
you.
whatever you push for, you're gonna make it far. You're gonna do great.
Thank you. You guys
You're
too. You guys are lovely.
welcome.
Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much again for coming on.
I love you too. Thanks for hosting and having me on.
And again, congratulations! Yay!
Thank you.
Congratulations!
Congratulations. Thank you.
Woo!
Well, yes.
You.
What do we do now?
Well
I
now.
think it's a fair time to dip out. We're probably gonna end this here if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
This is my
So-
first time commentating, so I'm not too familiar with
Oh,
the
okay, yeah,
format,
no
but
worries.
We're getting there. I'm learning.
Oh,
I'm learning a
yes.
lot today.
Yeah, thank you everyone for watching. This has been Switzerland number 46. Before we head out, Lucky, do you want to promote yourself too?
Actually, yes, because I do plan on entering this tournament more. It's a great learning experience for me as someone who's currently teamless. I've been utilizing this to figure out what I'm lacking in comp and what I need to strengthen, what's working, what's not working, and I've noticed some improvement this time around, even though I didn't make bracket. I got close, surprisingly. But
Alright.
if you want to keep up with that, my Twitch channel and my Twitter are Siribubs, Siribubz. You can also find that on my Sendo page. And I don't stream super often. I stream when I join these tournaments. I stream when I'm doing occasionally other casual things with my friends. I'm active on YouTube as well. Same username if you guys want to check that out. I am frankly just a little guy in the low divisions, so I might not be anything spectacular, but I'm entertaining. I'm funny. I'm a little shining star, and frankly, some of you might enjoy that. So go check me out if you wanna.
All right, nice. And as for me, you can catch me on excuse me.
You're getting there. You're getting there.
All right, I was right. June 27th for when I stream my tournament that I will be hosting, bottom of the barrel, on Sendu, where we have a limited weapons list, a ban list, as it were. If that is interesting to you, you can sign up today. It is a month away from now. I'm really excited. It's my first time doing this, and I will be streaming it on my YouTube. I also have my YouTube that you can follow me there, and on Blue Sky. I will be promoting this like nothing else. I am really, really excited for this, and I have a lot of hope in it. There's been a lot of positive reception. Thank you for that, by the way. And if you wish to catch me at more stuff, you can catch me there. So I hope to see you there. And thank you again for watching. By the way, Optical Drop is my username everywhere. Don't worry about it. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Thank you again, Three or Sun, however you wish to be referred to, for joining us. And again, congrats on the victory. And yeah, that has been Switzerland.
Switzerland!
Switzerland!
46!
Well, yes.
Just see me now. They said I think, but they can tell me how to think. Bottom feeders tried to keep me down.